Hi there, I'm Carolyn, Trichologist at Absolique. Today we're talking about how to treat an itchy scalp, and we've got an itchy scalp treatment for you. So we have introduced to you our new scalp exfoliant, which is a scalp treatment, but it also is really helping with an itchy scalp. So at the moment I've got a lot of clients coming to me with a very itchy scalp because we're in Brisbane and it's the middle of summer. It's very hot and really humid at the moment. So we've had the opportunity to use our scalp exfoliant to relieve the itchy scalp. So what we're finding is when we apply the scalp treatment, scalp exfoliant to the scalp, you instantly get a relief because the product sits on the scalp and starts to help to neutralize things. Okay, so we apply it directly to a dry scalp. If we've got some scale, we may also use some scalp brush therapy. Okay, and we let it sit on the scalp for about 10 minutes so you get that instant relief. But it's also helping to go down into the layers of the scalp where the problem and the itch comes from. And then we get in the shower and we would rinse it out. Again, you can use it as an exfoliant if you've got some scale, and then we would wash it away. I prefer to use a scalp cleanser if we really do have a terrible scalp problem. They do work together really well, the exfoliant and the cleanser, but you can also just try the exfoliant on its own and then just use your own shampoo and conditioner. So the products that we use are natural remedies as well. So a lot of the scalp treatments, particularly for itch, they have ingredients in them that actually damage the scalp level. So you're using it and it cleans it and strips it, but it's actually damaging the bottom layers. So it actually creates this horrible cycle. So you get the relief, but it comes back. Whereas using our natural ingredients, we're actually trying to balance the pH of the scalp and to get it more stable. The other thing we've done here is we've made it into a home remedy. So a lot of these types of scalp treatments that really do get the relief, they're normally done in a professional clinic environment and they can be expensive. We used to have them in our clinic and they were $100, $120 per session. Okay, with this one, you can use it yourself at home, you know, every time you wash. I wouldn't do it every day, but at least every second day or 3 times a week. It's really cost effective to do it at home. Okay, the other thing with the itchy scalp, we want to talk about the allergies and how this is working. So with the scalp, we all have an oil gland attached to every hair follicle. So we're finding that they're getting really full of oil with all this humidity because there's a lot of heat on the scalp. We also have heat coming up from the blood supply here. So a lot of people find they've got a lot of heat coming off the scalp. And in between all of that, there's also all your sweat glands. So you've got the oil and the sweat and the heat and all of this stuff, because of the humidity, is coming to the surface of the scalp and it's sitting on there. So there's some ammonia and really horrible ingredients in what our body excretes. So the key is to try and clean it away with safe products, but also to rebalance things as well. So during summer, you may need to just do the treatment more frequently and then it will balance out throughout the year. Now, if you're trying an actual treatment that is for the scalp and it's not working, it means that there's something deeper going on. Okay, so we get a lot of psoriasis and eczema and seborrheic dermatitis. Now, you can't cure those things, but we can get stability. So if you're doing these types of treatments at home and you're not getting any relief, then we do need to do a consultation, use the microscope and see what's actually happening. I would always check bloods. Another thing, when you've got terrible scalp itch and scale and oil, we generally find you're low in vitamin D, essential fatty acids and things like that. So I encourage you, if you have a scalp problem, to just give the scalp exfoliant a go. If you want to use a scalp cleanser, this is a magic product. People just love it. Brush therapy, it's an easy thing to do. The products come with instructions and you can just buy them online. I'll pop a link here at the bottom, but I'm always here to help with hair loss, hair thinning and scalp conditions. If you need to go a little bit deeper, and you can email me your questions, it's at info@absolique.com.au.